Hi, I'm Carlin, and I'm interviewing my sister Megan. She goes to high school. We're going to be talking about how her teachers have integrated technology into the classroom in terms of lesson planning. So, tell me about your technology experience in class.
Well, in my school is definitely very technologically advanced when it comes to technology. Like, we have iPads and smart boards and that kind of thing. For example, in social studies, my teacher does use a smart board, and he can show his PowerPoint presentations, for example, that display the lesson that we'll be doing for the unit, and he uses that to get the information across.
Like his notes. And he posts his notes on it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then in math, for example, my teacher, he has a tablet laptop, and like when he can convert it to the touchscreen tablet, and he uses like a touchscreen pen, and what he does is he connects that to the projector, and he has an electronic version of the worksheet that he gives us for the day, and it has all the same questions that we have. And so what he does is he writes his notes on the worksheet, and that allows us to copy it the way that he would have us copy it. And he can do the problems with us so that he can help us like more one-on-one, so that's a bit more interactive with that. And that's very helpful, but there are some classes that don't have as much technology, like English, for example. It's more just books and that kind of thing. But
I don't think that'll ever change, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, I love English.
In terms of your social studies class, for instance, as we know, social studies can sometimes suck. How does your teacher make it more interesting by using technology, or through using technology?
Well, because he uses technology and he uses the PowerPoint presentations, it allows us to have something to focus on.
Well, I was in the same class with the same teacher back in the day, and they weren't PowerPoints, but they were on the slide, and they were really boring. He has a smart board, you said?
Yeah.
Does he use YouTube videos?
Yeah, he integrates YouTube videos all the time.
He never did that with us. That sounds like it would be way more fun. And do you find you learn a lot more?
I do, I do realize that sometimes when I'm zoning out, I hear that a video's playing, so then I snap up and I watch the video.
Yeah. It really engages you, I can tell. I would be engaged too, really, if that was the option.
But honestly, with Miglianico's class, he might as well not even have the PowerPoint presentation, because all he does is stand there and talk. So
some people move into the world of technology slower than others, but whatever. That's what me and my peers are in school for.
And that would be someone's way of learning. So.
Exactly. So, when you're not at school, for instance, do you find that technology, your teachers utilizing it, have your teachers utilize technology in any way to help cater to when you're not at school, but you need help?
Yes, they have D2L that the teachers can post homework assignments and past lessons for if the student misses school.
Smart.
And they also have a little pager, so it's like a chat system, and so you can actually talk to your teacher.
With like the beep beep, that really high-pitched noise thing.
It's a really annoying sound that no
one
likes.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you can actually contact your teacher and actually talk to them about what you missed, and if you have any extra help that you need, if you can come in for tutorials in the next day, that kind of thing. And so that definitely helps us continue that flow of our brain to like keep working in school, and how to instead of like losing that rhythm of being in that work mode, right?
So it bridges the gap between the home world and the school world, which I always had troubles with when I was in school.
Yeah, I do too. So because there are always kids that get sick or they go on vacation.
Exactly.
So
Life happens.
Yeah,
school kind of needs to keep up with it.
They're always missing school, and so D2L definitely helps with that, because in high school, if you miss a day, you basically miss a unit.
You're screwed.
You're totally screwed if you miss a day. So it definitely helps to facilitate that consistent learning, so that you can keep up with the rest of the class, even though you missed it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more convenient and a lot more interactive as well.
Yeah. That sounds really cool. So basically what we've kind of concluded is that teachers utilizing technology in classrooms has helped with bridging the gap between school and home in terms of convenience and accessibility. It has also helped make lessons interesting and engaging, which is helpful in a lot of lessons, because some material, let's face it, is dry and sucks. So having YouTube videos, for instance, or interactive technology where you can actually write on the board and have cool pictures, that's pretty useful, especially if you're trying to sell this stuff to these kids. So I think when I'm a teacher, I'm probably going to use technology because I want to help create engagement with my students. I also want to help facilitate interaction between them, especially when they're not actually at school, but they have a huge project, for instance, that needs them to pay attention to it even when they're not, sitting at a desk. So I would probably use Google Docs, for instance. Maybe not with like a grade 2er because they might think it's really boring. But let's say grade 6. I could probably open up a Google Docs and you could have a group and maybe some of the people can interact with each other on the weekend through Google Docs because, as we all know, you can type on it and you can talk to each other. It's like old-fashioned MSN. So, yay or nay for technology in the classroom?
Again, it all depends on the age. I mean, like I definitely yay for the older groups, like for like grade 5, grade 6.
Well, younger is cool too because you can have smart boards that have videos or have interactive activities that they can match or something.
Well, yeah, for like that mental stimulation, technology is definitely good for the younger crowds. But if you want like that weekend communication, that might not work so well with the younger kids, just because they wouldn't have that educational initiative
to carry it.
Right.
You know, you should be my educational assistant when I'm a teacher. Anyway, so is that everything?
I think so.
You're done? Yeah. Cool. Well, that was our little video on how we can learn to use digital technologies to support or assist us in lesson planning. Sort of. Cool.
Ready? Bye.
Bye.